All right, hello everybody. We are back. We're going to learn about um lesson six. Oh, no, grade six, and of course we have to all start at lesson one, which is the human body. Now, without looking at any of the pages, can anybody have a small idea of what the circulatory system is? Yeah, Kevin.
I think the circulatory system is the system which moves blood. I like it.
Yeah, the circulatory system does move blood. You are correct. Yeah. So, in one way, Kevin is correct that the circulatory system does move blood. It also does a bit more than that. So, does anybody else have any other idea of the circulatory system? Anybody else? All right. Since I see nobody raising their hand, I'll continue with the lesson. All right. So, I think we all know this by now, but the parts inside your bodies are known as organs. Now, we know that there are a lot of organs in the body, so let's have some small discussion. So, can anybody tell me which organ can be found in the head? Yeah, sure. Toby, you can speak.
Um, so I think there's the brain, the eyes, and the nose, the mouth, and like the thing that you when you eat, and then um it needs to grow through, like the tongue, yeah, tongue.
Yep, there are a lot of organs in that range. But you are right that there are eyes and there's a tongue and there's a brain. Now, can anybody tell me the purpose of the brain? Oh
I
wait,
guess plate.
wait, give me a
It
quick second.
controls the body.
No, it doesn't. But like I think it basically controls the body, but like we need the heart to survive.
What did you guys say? What did you guys say? I was doing a bit of work, other stuff. So what did you guys say the purpose of the brain was? I heard somebody say
Oh,
something.
it was like controlling the body.
Yeah, the brain does control the body. So yeah, the brain does control the body, and we all know that the eyes helps us see, and the tongue helps us taste, and yeah. Um, Neurons aren't really considered an organ. Toby, the thing is that they are a part of the brain, they just aren't considered organs. So now, which organs can you find in the chest? So the chest is the below the throat, below the throat. Yeah, can anybody tell me? You don't need to raise your hands. You can say it out loud.
The
Heart,
heart,
the
lung,
lung,
the heart, the lungs stuff.
the lungs.
And
The
lung.
heart,
All right.
the heart and the lungs.
Yep, you are right. It is the heart and the lungs. The heart is located at this area. We see that here, and the lungs are also located at the same part. So these are actually the heart here is the most important part of the circulatory system. The lungs actually have the lungs don't have much to do with the circulatory system. They do have relationships with the heart though. So yeah. Now, well, we all know that the heart pumps blood around the body. And can anybody name me two organs in the digestive system and what they do?
Um, Stomach and like
Stomach and the
and
stomach and the mouth.
Cái rồi sao em?
the mouth, the throat, and what is it called?
Stomach and mouth.
Like the mouth help to make the food smaller.
Throat. The throat, stomach, and mouth.
Yeah, fruit, stomach, and mouth. And what is
The
that?
intestines.
Small, the kidney, or what is that?
The kidney doesn't have. All right. Let me clear
No,
up.
not kidney.
The kidneys does not have to do anything with the digestive system.
No, not the small. I don't remember the name of it.
The intestines, you mean?
Yeah.
The intestines. Okay, yeah. So the small and the large intestines.
Yeah, those two.
Ah, I see. All right. So, anyways, so now the circulatory system has only three main parts: the heart, the blood vessels, and the blood.
And blood.
Now, the circulatory system carries food and oxygen to all parts of your body. So yes, the circulatory system does circulate blood, but the main purpose of the circulatory system is to transport oxygen and food, mostly oxygen. Remember, we can't live without oxygen, and the blood is the main way our bodies get oxygen. So the circulatory system is very important. We would not be able to live without a circulatory system. Now, so now, if you try to put your hands on your chest, can you feel something? Try it out.
I
Y'all feel something?
I can hear beating. I can hear
Yeah, y'all
heart
could.
beating.
You guys could feel a bit of a beat, right? Y'all could feel like steady beating sometimes.
I can
So-
hear my heartbeat, but I can't
So-
hear it.
Yeah, you can't really hear a heartbeat. The thing is, a heartbeat is very silent. Muscle
Wait, you
moving
try
is
this
very
one.
silent. Yes, you can feel
Try
your
this
pulse there too. You can feel your pulse there too. But it's more reliable you put it on your chest. So you can feel your heart beating, you just can't hear it. So now, our heart beats because you need oxygen and you need blood. Now, if you need a size of the heart, just take a fist. This is the size of the heart. This fist is the size of your heart, around that.
Well,
So that's your size of the heart. Yeah, the heart is very small compared to the other parts of the body. So yeah.
the heart's small, but it's important.
Yep, the heart is very small, but it is very important. Now, your heart is not actually at the middle in your body. It is slightly located towards the left lung. So the left lung is actually a bit smaller than the right lung in the body diagram because the left lung is used to support the heart. So in many of these body images, as you can see here, it isn't that clear, but you can see that the right lung here is way bigger than the left. It's a bit bigger than the left lung, right? The left lung is there to support the heart. That's why the left lung is smaller. The heart leans towards the left. So yeah. Now,
Excuse me, but why is it a little bigger?
we're not sure. I'm still not sure, but like we know that the heart bends to the left because it helps support the body. That's the thing. It helps support like the heart. But I'm not sure why it's right or left. But you could search on Google and find out why it's left and not right. But yeah. So now, your heart is a special muscle. Yes, the heart is a muscle. Wow. Its job is to pump blood through your body. So yeah, the purpose of the heart is to pump blood throughout your body and for that blood to get its necessary. The heart pumps blood throughout your body. Now, this pumping is called circulation. And every time the heart muscles contract to pump blood, you can feel a heartbeat. So remember the last time when you put your hand on your chest, every time that your heartbeat, you feel something, that means that your heart is pumping out blood. Now, the heart, this is why pacemakers are kind of useful. Pacemakers are basically devices that replace the heart. Not 100%, but they do replace the heart. They will make an artificial heart that will pump blood the same way. Now, the best way to determine if somebody is dead is to see their heartbeat, obviously, because the heart is such an important part of the body. If your heartbeat reaches 0, you're dead. And even if you do die for like 1 minute and then you get revived from the dead, your body will suffer a lot from this because you don't have the necessary oxygen. So yeah, oxygen is really, really important, even in your blood. Even if your body had no oxygen for 1 minute, you will suffer from permanent organ damage. So yeah. Now, it takes less than a minute to pump blood to every part of your body. Yes, that is right. It takes less than a minute to pump blood to every part of your body. Now, the heart pumps blood all the time and never stops. Yeah, that's right. It never stops doing its job. So, take the heart. Take the heart. All right. So, now, we know that the heart has 2 sides, right? The left side pumps blood that contains oxygen, which will be called oxygenated blood. And the right side pumps blood without oxygen, right? Deoxygenated blood to the lungs. Now, can anybody tell me why you would pump deoxygenated blood to the lungs? Anyone?
So
So
the
the deoxygenated blood can have oxygen, so they can run around the body.
Yep. The deoxygenated blood needs oxygen, right? And now, the only place in your body that can supply oxygen is the lungs, because you breathe in air that has oxygen, and it goes to your lungs. So obviously, you need the lungs for this, right? Are we all on the same page? I'll assume that as a yes. Now, all right. So, blood vessels and blood. Now, So, can anybody have a simple idea of what a blood vessel is? A blood vessel. Can anybody tell me what a blood vessel would be?
Is a blood vessel something that helps the blood go around the body?
A
Mm-hmm.
blood vessel is like a tube.
The blood vessels like carry blood to
Like-
all our body
Like
parts.
tubes to carry blood.
Yes, like tubes, but that if red hopes and it transport blood and oxygen to our brain to recognize
It's like-
nerves and
it's like,
things.
It's like the things that it's like the tubes that carry the blood cells to the parts of the body.
It's like a tube. The main blood vessel is a big tube, and it divides into smaller tubes.
Nonsense.
All right. So yeah, the blood vessels are a series of tubes. It's just a series of tubes. It's just a simple series of tubes that transports blood throughout the body. Now, normally you would see these tubes being colored red and blue, right? Am I correct? Have you ever seen any single blood vessel that is not colored red or blue?
Yes.
No.
Just
No.
like if you don't have like a clear vision and you look outside of your body, there's like a little bit gray and green.
I meant like in body diagrams, not in real life. Obviously, you can't have blue blood in real life. I meant in diagrams. Have you ever seen it diagrammed other than red and blue for your body? No, right?
If
No.
in this situation, then no.
I have seen it before. For blood
Exactly.
vessels.
It's colored red and
Exactly.
blue. It's all colored red and blue. So yeah, just know that blue is for deoxygenated blood and red is for oxygenated blood. Now, blood is a red liquid. Even though, remember, even though in these diagrams you see a bit of blue, reminder that it is actually not blue. It is all red. Never.
Then we go about the blood cells. Our blood cell is red, so that it was that creates the blood to become red.
Yeah. All right. So, all right. So blood moves through your body through blood vessels, as we've already seen it, right? Now, these are some blood vessels. Now, if you guys can see, you can see a bit of blue on your skin, right? Can you guys see?
Yeah.
See a bit of blue?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, that is a green color of the blood vessels.
What green color?
Yes. That means this one with the blue one is outside our skin. Mixing more blue in with then the red one. In the skin with pale person.
All right. So, all right. Anyways, let's continue with the lesson. So, we know that there are 3 kinds of blood vessels: arteries, veins, and capillaries. Now, you guys know what arteries are, right? Can anybody tell me the definition of an artery?
I think
It's the-
arteries
it's-
are like organ in your body.
It's like the main blood vessel.
It's like a vein.
The main blood vessel.
No, I think it's more like an organ somewhere in like the throat or in the chest part or in the stomach.
I think
All right. Can anybody give me a clear definition of arteries? An artery in like chat or something.
it's the main blood vessel.
All right. So look here. Arteries transport oxygenated blood. They transport oxygenated blood. Remember, oxygenated. Red means oxygen. Blue means no oxygen. Veins do the exact opposite. Veins transport deoxygenated blood, right? They transport deoxygenated blood back to the heart. So once the body uses up that oxygen in that blood, we transport it back to back to the heart so that it can pump to the lungs and you could get more oxygen. Now, capillaries are different. Let me see. All right, there we go. A capillary is basically a teeny tiny blood vessel, as you can see. However, as you can see here, these capillaries are very, very thin, right? These capillaries are very, very, very thin. If you want to know how thin they are, they're 1 cell long. They're 1 cell thick. 1 cell. That's really, really tiny. That's enough for oxygen and other chemicals, and other stuff to pass through. So yeah, it's very, very little, but the size of a capillary is very, thickness of a capillary is very, very little, but it's there. There is size. That's the thing. All right. We got it clear now. Now, all right. So these capillaries help you transport oxygen way easier than you would say with other things, right, guys? Would you guys say that capillaries make it easier? I mean, definitely is. Now, let's continue. So, here are some circulatory systems of other animals. Can anybody tell me what's different and what's similar for all of this?
Rock and bird, they are much alike, but fish, they are different.
The heart.
The heart
They
of
are.
the heart of fish, they only connects the veins, not the veins and arteries. So the blood in the vein that travels through the fish's lungs, they travel to the body. They travel right into the body. They do not pass the heart, but they travel to the body. And the frog and bird, they are similar, like a person's circulatory system. The blood from the lungs travels to the heart and then it travels to the body. Not like the fish when it finishes taking oxygen from the lungs, it travels right into the body. It did not pass the heart.
All right, yeah, that's that's extremely accurate to what most people would say. But yeah, the frog and the birds have
Hey,
very
what about the frog and the bird? It feels like the lung cavities are similar to each other.
But the
Actually, you may see the arrows of how the blood was transported. Actually, frog can breathe in water. They also have views.
and the frogs capillaries
There is a
and the
frog's
lungs and the
artery,
skin.
body capillaries, as a bird capillaries still have heart in the center with a blood vessel traveling each other. And the fish still have like that, but it do not look diagram like body capillaries of frog and bird. And actually, it looked like a shape like a villa and egg, but do not look diagram. So it's actually still pumped by the heart and go in, but there are no, but actually the heart of the fish actually pump the blood with no oxygen, and the blood with oxygen did not pump.
All right, yeah, we really appreciate your opinion here, but we don't have that much time, so I will have to continue. But yeah, very good observations, guys. I hope to see this in future classes. Yeah, these two animals have very two similar circulatory systems, obviously, since they're land animals. And the fish has way different than compared to the others, since first of all, fish are way smaller than frogs and birds. And secondly, they have different bodies, and finally, they're in water. So yeah. All right. So, heartbeat and pulse. Now, your heart beats about 90 times a minute. When you grow up, it will beat around 70 times. When you run around, your body needs a lot more food and oxygen, and the more active you are, the more often your heart beats. Your heart needs to beat to supply enough food particles and oxygen from the blood. Now, you can count your heartbeats by feeling your pulse. Your pulse is caused by the pressure of blood as the heart pumps find the rest of your body. Now. Can you guys touch either your wrist or touch your neck? On the side of your neck. Can somebody try to touch your wrist here, the spot, or try to touch the side of your neck? Both of those spots work. Both of them work. So, can you guys feel a little bit of a feeling of a heartbeat on those two sides?
Yeah, it's kind of pumping.
Yeah. So, this is not the heart beating. Remember, that is not the heart beating. The heart beating is only located at your chest. The pulse is here. It's because the pressure of the blood goes to these places, meaning that it will actually cause, that's the thing that causes a pulse. Now, each beat is caused by the contraction of your heart muscle. Now, something that is a bit extra. To measure your pulse rate, or that's what they say, or your heartbeat, your beats per minute, you can try this test. In 15 seconds, see how many times that feeling happens. Count. Like maybe 20 times or 15 times, something like that. Count how many times your heart beats in 15 seconds.
Mine is like 86 per minute.
Yeah, you multiply your amount of heartbeats by 2. Oh no, by 4. So, for example, if let's take Toby's example of 84 beats per minute, that means he counted 21.5 heartbeats. How did you count 21.5 in 15 seconds? May I ask? Like, did you count 21 or did you multiply it wrong? Because yeah, anyways. Yeah, but so if you want to calculate your heartbeat, just count it in 15 seconds and multiply it by 4. How many times your heart beats? So yeah. All right. Now, the respiratory system. Now, as usual, can anybody give me a small idea of what a respiratory system is? Anyone? Can anybody give me a
Like-
small?
Like
Yeah.
like the breathing part. It's like the breathing part.
The
It's like the
breathing
lungs,
It's like the
Thomas'
lungs
lungs.
and the nose and like the heart
the
maybe
guy-
because it like it transfers oxygen.
Gotta do with oxygen, moving oxygen in and and replacing the carbon dioxide.
It's like we breathe in and breathe out, taking oxygen and carbon dioxide out and in and out.
All right.
You must breathe.
Yeah. Simply, you breathe. It helps you breathe and it helps you get the oxygen. So remember what I just said about how the circulatory system transports oxygen, right? Did I say that? I did, right? Now let me ask you another question. Where does that oxygen come from? If you have oxygen to transport throughout your body, where does that oxygen come from? It doesn't come out of nowhere. It comes from somewhere, right? Am I correct?
from a mouth or a nose, right?
It comes through our mouth or nose.
Yeah, that is completely true. Yeah, all right. So the respiratory system is the place where you get your oxygen from. Now, the parts of the respiratory system, as you can see, we have 2 lungs, right? 1 lung and 2 lungs. Now, just a small thing, but your diaphragm is also a part of the respiratory system. It helps you respire easier. Now, you also have the windpipe, and you have the nose, and mouth as well. But yeah, that's the main part. Now, we use our lungs for breathing, which is also another important part. We need to breathe to stay alive, right, guys? We need to breathe to stay alive. Another way to see if somebody is alive or not, or is to see if they're breathing, right? Right, guys?
Yes.
Yeah. All right.
Yes.
Now, lungs, we know that they're in the chest. They are protected by the ribs.